Well, welcome here to Somerset Park for today's match in the Championship. Ayr United versus Dundee United. Dundee United coming down here and actually tipping the favourites table to be the team that goes up from this league. And as the gaffer says at some points, well, if you finish above Dundee United, you'll be promoted. There's a certainty for you today. Dundee United come down here with a very, very strong squad for today's game. And we'll be going over just a second to hear the team lineups from Ian Martin, who's with me in the commentary box today.
Good afternoon, Callum. Start with the Ayr United home team. In goals, number 1 Charlie Albinson, number 2 Nick McAllister, number 14 George Stanger, number 5 Sean McGinty, who is our captain for today, number 3 Paddy Redding, 18 Paul Smith, number 4 Frankie Musonda, 10 Aidan McGeady, 22 Mark McKenzie, number 9 Akeem Rose, and 17 is Francis Amarty. And on the bench we have number 31 Robbie Much, 38 Elisha Ahui, is that how it's spelled? Ahui.
We'll take it.
46 Jack Young, 16 Ollie Pendlebury, 30 Fraser Bryden, 24 Scott Tomlinson, and 21 Finn Ekrepont. And lining up for Dundee United in goals, we have number 1 Jack Walton, number 4 Kevin Holt, 8 Liam Grimshaw, 9 Louis Moult, 15 Glenn Middleton, 21 Declan Glass, number 23 ex-Ayr man Ross Docherty, who is the United's skipper for today, 28 Matthew Cudjoe, 31 Declan Gallagher, 32 Tony Watt, and 33 Scott McMahon. And on the Dundee United bench we have number 13 Jack Newham, number 5 Oliver Denham, 6 Ross Graham, 17 Archie Meekison, 18 Kai Fotheringham, 25 Flynn Dovey, 26 Christopher Mockery, 27 Rory McLeod, and number 53 Owen Sturton.
Yeah, just having a quick look there at the Dundee United team, seems very much the same as the starting 11 against Dunfermline in the draw last week, I think it was. Anyway, in the draw 2 weeks ago, yeah, it's all flown past so quickly. I just think the one change has been Sybil taken out and Ross Docherty coming back in, and if you'd been reading any of the local papers up in Dundee, you were led to believe that 3 would be out from the team today, including Ross Docherty after his little, I think it was a knee tap that he got 2 weeks ago, and they thought he wouldn't be playing, but I wonder if that was just that very good bit of psych.
I think it was, yeah. I was speaking to Ross before the game, because obviously ex-Ayr man, we're always welcoming to our ex-players here, and I asked him if he was playing and what the situation was. He said no, he's absolutely fine. The knee hurt for about half an hour or so, and then he was raring to go again, so yeah, he'll be starting as always.
I mean, you've got some incredibly good players in there. I mean, you just have to look through that team. Players like Kevin Holt, who came in the summer from Partick Thistle. He was in that team that reached the Premier Playoffs last year and treated us badly in the semi-final of the playoffs last year. So Kevin Holt, we all know him very well. He's either a full-back or a centre-half, and in today's line-up he looks like he's playing in that left-hand side centre-half position, so we know him very well. You've got other players, Tony Watt, the ex-Celtic player, famous for his goal against Barcelona, he's in that line-up there as well, and who can forget their star striker, Louis Moult, or Louis Moult, depending how you want to say it. Who can forget that season at Motherwell? What was that, 49 goals in 50 odd games? It was quite an incredible thing there. And if you watch the game, the Friday night opening game against Arbroath, he was outstanding.
I think it's fair to say that Dundee United in general were outstanding against that Arbroath team. I mean, they certainly put them to the sword. I mean, what was it? Was it 3-0 up by half time? Something like that, and then they got another one in the second half. I think sitting watching that, you're sitting thinking, that's it, season's over, Dundee United will romp away with it. But then the very next game against Dunfermline, they were hanging on, and
at
98th minute or something ridiculous that they finally got
Cudjoe came up and scored that goal.
They got an equaliser, so.
But we have been talking about in the last few matches just how important these matches are, especially against teams like Dunfermline, who've had a lot of cash put into them this year, have bought wisely, and we did think that would be a tough game for them, but they came out there and they got the points as well. Single point out that game, which they looked to have lost. Very much so. Ayr United, though, very weakened just now with the injuries to Ben Dempsey and Andy Murdoch, which are going to be long-term ones. Ayr have stepped into the market, though, and yesterday signed Jack Young player, early 20s anyway, and he's well known for his footballing style, good footballing style, likes to pass the ball. He was talking to me yesterday, just wants to be involved in it. He's on the bench today, I believe, but I think there's a good chance of seeing him. Looks like maybe Frankie Masonda being that extra midfielder today.
Yeah, could be. And of course Logan Chalmers can't play because it's against his old club.
Well, he's still club, actually, as we've got him on loan.
His old
club, we knew that when it was coming up. He's really frustrated about that because he enjoyed getting on that park last week at Livingston, which was an absolutely brilliant game to be at, I've got to say. I didn't feel they were outclassed at any time in that match, as many people said. Gaffer got it spot on. Being clinical in the penalty area, that's the difference.
Yeah, I think today, being realistic, I think probably maybe a 1-0, 1-2-0 for Dundee United. Being optimistic, another 5-0 thrashing by Ayr United with Lawrence Shanklin scoring 3 of them, if only he was playing for us.
Yeah, but there's goals everywhere in this Dundee United team. Their forward line's very good, can get into really good goal scoring positions, but that midfield transfers that ball very quickly from the back to the front.
Sitting watching them, I don't think there's any doubt that you are watching what is effectively a Premiership team, and all that entails. Albeit that they were obviously lower half of the Premiership, and obviously they came down at the end of last season, but they have still spent wisely. They still have a lot of experience, and they're going to be a difficult team for any side in the Championship this season to break down. And I think that, without being too forward about it, I think they probably are odds-on favourites to bounce straight back up again. They certainly won't want to sit down here in the Championship for the 4 or 5 seasons that they spent the last time.
Do you think this is a kind of time where United are going to play something like a 4-3-2 sort of position? Is that right? Numbers wise?
I think that's 15.
15, okay, right. But up in Dundee, as I say, I was looking at some of the press there, they expect us to put an extra man in midfield, and where we are thinking, have we got any extra men in midfield? Can we play enough midfielders? I think we're going to see Frankie Masonda definitely hit the midfield slot. He kind of played that position on Saturday last week as well.
Well, certainly the BBC is reporting us as playing a 4-4-2 formation.
I'm interested myself. We've talked about this over the last few weeks. Akim Rose, lovely little flick-ons he can do, and seeing him up front with Franny Marty would be really, really good. And here comes the match officials today. Referee Nick Walsh, assistant referee number 1, main stand side Paul O'Neill, assistant referee far side is Barry Reid. Ball sponsor for today's game, Peter and Danielle Ball, and the match mascots Millie J McElroy. There she is out in the middle just now, go through the flags for today.
Yeah, might as well get our money's worth out of the flags.
I've got to say they're not easy. There's been a whole lot of people out there today before the match trying these out. They are so heavy.
Yeah, I think they almost need a slightly longer pole just to get a bit more whip in them, but anyway, they get waved around, to get put back in the cupboard.
And as you can see there, the pandemonium is pointing out Millie J McElroy, today's mascot. As we're getting ready here to start off, it's United playing down towards the railway end today and with the centre.
Yeah, we're just waiting for everything to settle down and Nick Walsh to blow his whistle, and for basically 3 o'clock to come, which it has.
And there we go, Paul Smith starting this game off as they go into defence. Paddy Redding now. Masonda is certainly further forward than he usually is on the left side of midfield at the moment.
Yeah, I can kind of see him sitting more midfield than usual.
Gallagher. Good pick out there on the far side. Those men running off him immediately. Hanging just in the penalty area, wanting that. Two players at the front, just at the edge now. Back it comes, chance for a shot, but good test out, but straight over the top on your first hit.
Straight over the top and out into Somerset Road. So it's
quickly reclaim another ball here, speedily done. Stanger puts it forward. Mackenzie maybe hanging on too much there. It was just nipped away from him. One at the back post there. It's a good ball, but easily taken and well read there by Charlie Alverson. Poor pass forward there by Paddy Redding. Didn't give much of a chance to Amarty. And here goes Cudjoe. Glass. Grimshaw there. Ross Docherty, former captain of Ayr United, there now with the captain's armband on for Dundee United.
Yeah, he seems to have a very roving role. He's been all over the field already.
United lying deep. That's a long ball over the top, but well done by Nick McAllister there. Loved the way he just turned to run across the face of the player coming in. Gave him no chance to even go anywhere near the ball.
Yeah, it was clever defensive play by Nick McAllister. As you say, not giving the Dundee United player any chance to get onto the ball. But ball boy's a bit slow in getting the ball back. Need to speed it up a wee bit, I think.
Stanger. Long ball, absolutely no one there. Good solid header up the park. Picked up easily by Dundee United in the centre of midfield there. Grimshaw plays it forward. Docherty. Lovely little flick over the top, but well read by the United captain, Sean McGinty. Bit of pressure being put on their own players by United there, but well dealt with. Sometimes it's just that big boot out of play to take the pressure off.
Yeah, but you see, I mean, that's 3 minutes played, and it has literally all been Dundee United. They've really been putting the pressure on our back line. Which kind of doesn't bode well for the rest of the match. Have to keep this up.
Cudjoe knocks it back. Grimshaw. Cudjoe again, lovely tongue, gets into space, chance for the ball over here, good marking over Redding. Oh, look at the footwork there, right across the front. Goal kick. Lovely little play there, look at that little turn across the front, and I've got to say, I don't know who it was at the back post for Ayr, just did enough to put off the player as he was coming in.
Yeah, but see, I mean, that's Dundee United looking dangerous already.
You see the dark clouds at the far side of Somerset Park just now. They're just giving the ball there really cheaply, giving it away. That's a lovely ball down outside again, a chance for a run. Stanger's being outplayed here. Hard ball across the front, not good enough to be honest. And it just runs all the way across and out for a throw into United at Panda Palace corner here at Somerset Park. Apologies if we lost any footage there for a few seconds. Nice little pass forward. United 2 on this side, and Marty's waiting behind, but it's a chance for Akeem Rose. Picks it to the far side, just too much and away from Aidan McGeady.
Yeah, it was a good idea, just too much on the ball, unfortunately.
Big talk with Jim Goodwin below us there, with the assistant referee Paul O'Neill, trying to point something out in the centre of play. Not quite sure what it was about. Four men up front, just waiting for that ball from Dundee United, trying to switch it to the far side. That could be a lovely ball taken down. Nick McAllister in there, hits it off the chest of the player, I think. Throw to United. Nick McAllister doing very well there. Not much happening at the moment. United not often in that final third of the pitch. United, that is. Dundee slowly playing it forward from the back there. Cujo with a little knock back to Grimshaw. Glass. Declan Glass there. Great footwork. Cujo throws it into the gap. Chance here, playing it across the front, and he'll just block that one. I think he's been given as a goal kick. I thought it maybe came off an Ayr United player. I'm not quite sure.
Change it. There we see again, Dundee United putting the pressure on the Ayr back line.
I think it's going to be a tough day out.
I think it is going to be a tough day out there.
And at the moment I'm looking at Ayr United struggling a wee bit with this couple of players down the right hand side. Cujo looks great. Glass has got fantastic footwork, and Paddy Redding's got to be right on form for this one. And that was a jersey coming all the way back there like a sail. McGeady out to the right hand side. Maybe too high there and out of play.
Yeah, we're trying things, but they're just not coming off for us at the minute. We seem to have gone to a 3-2-4.
Again, Dundee United just holding on to the ball, looking for spaces. Here's a run through, trying to get all the way through. That's lovely piece. The footwork again takes out Smith, and there's Cujo. Flicks it towards the back post. Think he took the wrong ball for that there, but it still comes back into the box. Easily taken there. No real power on that shot. Cujo comes in. Paddy Redding a bit lucky there. Smith, Redding. Smith flicks it on. That's lovely play by United. McGeady, he's got lots of space to move into. There's two on the far side. If he plays it wide, he's got it. Played back. Oh, United could have done better with that one. Have to take their chances once they get them, United, but they're moving back at speed to try and get them into play. But that's a superb ball. And the ball back into the middle, chance to control it. Paddy Redding gets a foot to it and just blasts it up the park. Back in again. Dundee United not letting the pressure go. Cujo. Nicely done there by Nick McAllister. But it's a poor ball out. Doherty. Back to Doherty. Glass. Suspiciously like jerseys at dawn there.
I think it was as good as each other, which is why Nick Walsh just let that one go.
Oh, that's a head-to-head and a totally accidental thing there. Can't be a free kick. A head injury, yeah, but I hope it's not a free kick. Didn't see anything wrong with that.
No, I think that was just two players going for the same ball. It's like a lot of these things, you see it in slow motion, it probably looks worse than it actually is, which is why I'm not going to show it in slow motion. But he's booked.
I do not see that as a booking, did you? Thought it was two people really. Just heading.
I'm not sure.
He's over here to get some water, he hasn't been sent off. But he has got blood on his head. Yeah, blood in his head. You certainly saw, I was looking away, was that a booking?
For Frankie Masonda. Yeah, well, I mean, he certainly flashed a yellow card, and he certainly looked as if it was at Frankie Masonda, and it was Frankie Masonda that went.
It's the only player it could have been, but yeah, I think that's a bit ridiculous, to be quite honest. That's two people going for a header. Here, one down at the moment in terms of players. Glass, Declan Glass plays it out to the far side again. It's ball into the middle, superbly headed away, but United again have to get it away from their own penalty area and seem to be failing to do that regularly. It's just coming back.
Yeah, it's just going straight back to a Dundee United player.
Looking right off his hand there, down onto his hand, but certainly if I'd got that free kick I'd have felt very bad about it, because it came over his shoulder, basically came down onto his hands. I don't think there was any way he could have tried to do that. You've noticed Frankie Masonda is back onto the park. United trying to break away. Good block there. Gives Mark McKenzie the chance to get it. He just spins away from him.
So Ayr have weathered the first 12, 13 minutes. But it has basically all been Dundee United.
Good solid tackle there, but again Dundee United reclaiming that ball, get it over to this side. That's Glass again, good feet, 1-on-1, tries to get round, flicks it in, gets it into the box. Didn't expect him to get there, but he did so. But here clearing away again, but yet again not picking up that second ball.
Yeah, I think they'll be glad for half time, eh?
Yeah, a cup of tea.
Cup of tea.
McGrady has passes out there. Lovely little flick on to Paddy Redding.
To be honest,
Masonda was sleeping there. Let that ball come away with him. Was unaware of what was around him. Comes into the box. McGinty hits that. Tries to head it away. Grimshaw. Tries to get through, he's done really good. Akeem Rose there, he's got markers all over him, tries to cut inside into the box, doesn't come back to supporting McGeady. That was good work. First time here have looked really sharp. Akeem Rose, Amarty, Grimshaw faces up to him. Amarty, second marker comes in, he gets down to the line, and that's unfortunate for Franny Amarty. There's the free kick.
Yeah, I think Louis Moult showing a bit of cunning there. He knew that the Ayr player was behind him, so he just went down, got the free kick.
And then again, Dundee United creating from the back. Slow pace, then a sudden spurt. There it goes. There's the runner. Chance for that. Good tackle there. It's down to the captain, Sean McGinty, to cover that up. Dangerous times for United at the moment, as Dundee United put every man up except for one, Grimshaw, at the halfway line.
It's Ayr United 1, Inverness Cally Thistle 0. Cally Thistle's dreadful start to the season seems to be continuing.
Backed box there, 6 yard box, looks really difficult. That was poorly done, well cleared by Ayr United. McGeady now. Grimshaw's going to get there first, straight out of play.
Yeah, I think Ayr kind of need to get a little bit of the ball to get a bit more composure, because at the minute it's
poor play there by
every
Paddy
ball's
Redding.
just going to Dundee United.
Lovely attempt to get that ball into the space, but what great goalkeeping that was. Charlie Albison read that from miles back and he got in there, grabbed that ball and released it quickly for United to move forward. Just too long again. Hard luck for Franny Amarty trying to get onto that one though.
Can't even blame the wind either. But interestingly enough, our last 6 head-to-heads, we have actually won them all.
Right again, Mackenzie, lovely ball forward to McGeady. McGeady holds on. Free kick to United. Cujo straight in there. Don't think he can have any complaints for that. I've been very impressed so far by Declan Glass, the midfielder there. He said he's been everywhere, hasn't he? In loan spells, Airdrie, Cove, Partick, Kilmarnock, Derry City and Cove again. Really great footwork from him. Paddy Redding cuts inside. Easily taken from him by Cujo. Paul Smith has to stand up, can't let the player keep running, has to match him, and he does so. Great bit of work by Paul Smith. Stuck to his task.
Yeah, and he got the ball despite was it Tony Watt?
Tony Watt,
yeah,
there.
Tony Watt making a bit of a meal of his going to ground.
McGeady. McGinty. Slides away that one.
Yeah, the long balls just aren't coming off for us at the minute. They all seem to be just too long. We just need to rein back a little bit.
Louis Moult there trying to make space for himself in the middle, just trying to lose McGinty, and there he goes again. Maybe a bit long in that. No, it bounced up on the turf, held in. That's a good cut back. Nick McAllister does well to get in there. Free kick to United. There was a wee bit of afters went on there on the track side.
Yes, to be honest, I couldn't quite make out what was going on, because even with my new glasses it's still blurry over there at that distance. I'm thinking I might have to go back and get them
Binoculars.
But an eye. Super strength.
Just giving the throw in there. Oh, that seems like a real foul there, a pull down, and that's a nasty one. If anything's deserving of a booking, for me that's it.
Yeah.
Tight call there. I thought the ball was just in.
Yes. The Dundee United manager was not happy about that one.
Goal from Nick McAllister there. It did look like he'd maybe run back from an offside position.
To be honest, the only reason I can think of for the Musonda booking is that he was maybe marginally late. And by marginally I mean like milliseconds.
Yeah.
But just enough. You give the referee something to think about, and the chances are it'll go against you.
But there you have an issue there where a very obvious pull down at the neckline and nearly get yourself through. Obviously you're cheating, you're trying to make a chance. That to me is a booking.
Yeah.
I may be wrong, haven't read the rules this year.
As you know, they're booking them if they kick the ball away.
Oh aye.
Or for time wasting. And
Nick McAllister. Oh, excellent work by him. He gets the goal kick, but he would have had a free kick, I think. He also managed to hold on to the other player's jersey as well, though. Stanger. Lovely pass, Nick McAllister now, one on the outside. Franny Amarty on the outside. Oh, that's a poor ball. It's a really poor ball. Flicked on now, trying to get behind the defence. Ross Doherty clears that one up to the halfway line. Musonda. Good marking by Dundee, but that's not a bad attempt to get through there. But two men on the one attacking player. They didn't give him much room at all.
Yeah, United are closing us down far quicker than we're closing United down. Almost straight away there's two players on the air.
What's the time gone now, Ian, as I've lost my ability to see that?
22:56.
So
your screen gone dark?
Yep. And blurry, but that's just a thing.
That's just old age.
You know, that looked. This is good harassment from Reading as he gets that ball forward. Puts the pressure on, does very, very well there. Throw into United. Taking it well over this throw in here at Somerset Park. As we said, 23 minutes on, it's still 0-0 here. Dundee United had the bulk of the attacking play so far. Just a few signs that United are getting a wee bit more into the match. And that's a throw into Dundee United.
Yeah, Dundee United are sitting with 67% of the possession.
Good tussle there at the back. United come away with it. Done by Marty. Tries to keep going. He does. Gets away from, I think that was Watt, and he's keeping going. Can he do it? Has he got the pace? Yes, he has. Down there at the edge of the box. Can he get it over? Oh, that was a block there. An easy one, in fact, after all the excitement there. But still, it's signs of United finding little gaps now.
Yeah, but still unable to capitalise on it.
Smith tried to get in behind Nick McAllister. He's put it back. Charlie gets to it. Yep, and puts out for a throw. He did very well there.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was actually expecting that back pass.
Chance again for Dundee United. Bring every one of their outfield players in the Ayr United half this time. Two just hanging outside the box. Cujo looking for a space, and I think it's Glass as well, just getting into the middle. It's a great ball into the middle. Well done by United there.
Oh, that was
class, but scary.
Yes.
United doing it again this time. Just get it up there. Solid tackle takes it. United get it back. Lovely little flight down the wing. Unfortunately there, Mackenzie can't quite get it to McGeady. Ross Doherty. Again, this patient build up from the back from Dundee United. They are trying to mark these runners. Moult tries to get into the box, just can't reach it.
I'm sorry, I just don't get these short kickouts. I'm sure there's a good...
Oh, United give it away again. Here comes Glass through the middle. Here outnumbered here, two on this side. Glass with a chance for a shot. Instead, Moult, great saving tackle there. A block by United's captain, Sean McGinty. It was his pass that sort of gave it away initially.
Yeah, we see this is why I'm not a great fan of short takeouts, because just the number of times that you give the ball away or you're immediately back under pressure. At least get it up to the halfway line.
Glass to take this one from the Panda Pals corner. Good ball in, little flick on. Tony Watt. Lovely hooping ball towards the back. Glass going to try and get for that, but looks like he's missed it. Yep. Chance for United to get started out again, but I think they're going to play from the back.
Out for a... Don't know.
Is this all I have to say today?
No! Don't!
It's danger.
Especially when teams play the high press, the way that Dundee United were doing just now.
There
was a bit of holding
handling there and holding jerseys.
Like two lovers in the park.
United not strong enough for me at times, and tackles lose out. Smith does very well there, Smith. There's a holding, definite holding there again. Marty not happy at all with this. Am I keeping you awake, Ian?
You are. Well, usually by this point, because I'm not commentating, I can have my wee nap.
Grimshaw. Well done there by United. Chance for a Marty if he's got a bit of pace on him. He sees the man coming in there. Got to say, I think he pulled, I think it was Tony Watt's jersey there, so maybe got away with it. Again, an attempt here. That's beautifully cushioned header back with Cujo on his shoulder, who could have been so dangerous.
Yeah, that was good bit of play there by Paddy Redding.
Paul Smith just looking for someone to get it to in space. Fortunately forced backwards. Stanger. Crossfield pass. Ross Doherty again.
30 minutes on the clock, still Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0.
Any other scores on the doors?
I will take a quick shifty and tell you.
Lovely ball into the middle, excellent header away by McGinty, but it falls back. Doherty takes the shot, and what a glorious save that was there by Charlie Alvinson. Everything seemed to go into slow motion.
It did go into slow motion.
Woofed.
A very slow motion, but Charlie at full stretch just managed to push the ball away. Morton 0, Arbroath 1, Partick Thistle 1, Queen's Park 0.
Ball coming into the penalty area any second, then we'll come back to that. Front post, it did come off his hand, but I don't think anyone would say that was a penalty. Yeah. That's a good attempt, and another flick over the top by Alvinson. Back to the scores.
That was basically it. Everything else, Dunfermline 0, Wraith 0, and obviously Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0.
Again, it's Declan Glass about to take this one. United get that one to the edge of the penalty. Cujo. United leaving most of the players in the box or around the box. Nice ball floated in towards the back. Moult made so much space! Ooh, close did he shove him a police jersey. I think there was something in that. I'd like to see that again in a replay, but I can't see it anyway because my screen's dead. That looked like a free kick there to United, but allowed to play on. I don't see much advantage. McAllister back to his keeper. Sonda, good movement off the ball to get into position again, gets a chance to run. Corner to United, well done there. That was smart movement by Masonda. Corner over there on the far side. Can't quite call it the hot dog corner anymore, the no stall, nope. In fact nothing.
MGM Timber corner.
What about juicing?
No, that's both corners.
We'll try something new sometime. Short corner for United. Paul Smith's there waiting for it. He can lift this one into the back post. It's a good ball in there. That's the best chance for United this half so far. Lifting it to back corner, and it's just a couple of feet out of the stretch for that one at the back.
It's actually our first shot and shot on target.
Are you counting it's a shot when it was really a cross, Ian? I mean, you're really going for it here.
Got to take it when you can. Listen, if it had gone in, he would have claimed it was a shot.
I like your logic. Nick McAllister. Frankie Masonda under a wee bit of pressure there, but he gets it out there. Throw in to Dundee United.
A bit more precision is called for. We're being a little bit wayward with some of our passes.
Though I also noticed there it's the first time these last couple of attacks that Dundee United have resorted to the long ball themselves. Yeah. Maybe a bit of frustration coming in there. So far they've been stretching. Up to then it's been quick movement after a slow build up.
Yeah.
Good pressure there by Mark McKenzie in the middle. That's good by Marty. That could be a free kick. Yeah, just caught him. Nothing intentional there. Just caught him as they both struggled for that ball. Doherty. McGeady trying to get in there. Easily turned. Grimshaw out on this right hand side. Got acres of space. Glass. Cudjoe. Well in there by United, I think that's McGeady. United struggling to get that one clear, but that was, I think, a Marty to get full foot. Has to go himself, has to try it. He's not going to get that one, but it still gave the crowd a little bit of a rise that they managed to break through there. Applause from the crowd.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing glimpses of decent play from Ayr, but straight back under the cosh again.
Grimshaw has broken away on this side of the park. It's absolutely unmarked. Reading now coming back in to try and catch up, and that was obviously the area that we're going to go for.
Yeah, they've had quite a good result, or good results with Grimshaw and Cudjoe down this right hand side for Dundee United. Some
brilliant about Cudjoe, the way that he runs, the old fashioned winger, low centre of gravity.
Yeah, he's not that tall either.
Glass onto his left foot. Does he have a chance for a shot? Oh, I've got to say there, that is old fashioned play from Paul Smith. Just a slight shoulder charge as the man tries to pass his pass, and balance totally goes. Comes back to United. Mackenzie. And the same there from the defender on the far side, just that little nudge as Marty tried to rise for that ball.
I'll tell you something though, Jim Goodwin doesn't need an amplifier. I think they could probably hear him back in Dundee.
And any time we've ever interviewed him before, quite a soft spoken man.
I know.
And again, Glass doing very well to get that one. Oh, Nick McAllister. And that was again Paul Smith, just got his foot in there, and that slid off his foot and just into the middle. Keeper easily gets that one. Again, Grimshaw free in this side with Cudjoe waiting for it, but there's a free man on the far side as well. And they decide to switch over there. Looked like it went out. Yes! Flags up, throw into United.
Yeah, Ayr are maybe playing just a little bit too narrow, and certainly Grimshaw and Cudjoe down this right hand side always seem to be in absolute acres of space.
And I think the Ayr fans finally happy they get a free kick from the Dunstan shoves into the back there. Was that Gallagher there? Number 31 Gallagher. I would have thought Declan Gallagher.
Listen, I'm telling you, anything past the halfway circle is just...
Just got to say today that, he's got such great experience, things like Livingston, Motherwell, Aberdeen, St Mirren, and even Scotland caps, if I remember rightly.
For
Declan Gallagher. The big man,
I think he has had a
tough shift for him. Tall central defensive pairing there as well. That's not a bad ball over the top there, just into the penalty area. I've got to say there that Mark Mackenzie had got it all right there, just a few yards off from getting onto the end of it, but his run in towards that one was immaculate.
And well spotted by Sean McGinty to see the run of Mark Mackenzie. Yeah, Dundee United now just going for the
long ball.
Hoof it and hope.
Still with the press though. See that secondary ball was picked up by Glass, who's had a phenomenal game. McGeady does well, puts the pressure on. Glass has gone down on the stretch, and that's a poor ball forward, and Sean McGinty actually knows that. His head's down and he's shaking it. He knows it didn't go too well.
It's coming up on 40 minutes, 5 minutes left of this half. It's still...
Well, Mackenzie doing well, blocks that one, puts the pressure on. We flip back to the keeper there though. That was Kevin Holt there, man of experience as well. When you look through this Dundee United team, I think that's what you're just saying.
Aye. 11 very experienced men on the park for Dundee United.
Cucho now having a more roving role coming through from the centre of midfield. Just a slight change in formation, I think, just to give Grimshaw the empty space in front of him.
Yeah.
And he's dragging players across that midfield area. Cucho again tries to flick it through. Out of play there. I thought maybe Franny Amarte, they could have taken that ball. He seemed to lift his leg out when the tackle was coming in.
Yeah, but the throw-in was taken about 20 yards.
Oh, that was never a free kick. That is never a free kick. The referee couldn't have seen that properly.
Yeah, I think Nick Walsh definitely conned on that one. That
was a certain big jump there and a scream to get that. Never a free kick in it.
Certainly never a penalty, is what you were going to say.
Yeah. That was a terrible decision. Ball cleared away and a jump. I'm hoping we get that in a wee bit more close up. Dangerous times for United here at the end of the half. Great ball into the middle. Actually, I take that back. I thought with the flight of it was going right to the back post, but it was too high and too long. Some kind of justice there.
Yeah.
Interesting there, Sean McGinty having a little conversation with Nick Walsh out in the middle. Robinson for United, getting that ball long. Nice little flick on there. Mark McKenzie, space in front of him, but he's been caught up now, maybe held on to that too much. Oh my goodness, he says he got the ball! What? Oh, that's a poor refereeing decision. And the captain, he's having a word with, I think, United are having words. That is an atrocious decision.
Yeah. It's 2 decisions in a row Nick Walsh has definitely got wrong.
Ayr out to the far side, McGeady on his own. He's marked down by 2, one inside, he's made space! Oh! Deflected away, corner to United.
That's woken the crowd up a little bit. So we've got about a minute left of normal time, plus any stoppage time. Shouldn't be much.
No, there's not been much happened out there. One incident with the head injuries, that didn't last too long. Ball to the front post, easily taken away. Paddy Redding gets it through. Masonda. McGeady. Poor ball in. Tony Watts on the far side for Dundee United. They get 3 free in the middle. Coming into the box. That's a dive. That is another dive. Ross Docherty's gone down injured in the centre of midfield as well for Dundee United. And the crowd, what they think about that one.
Time wasting. Quite like to know what Charlie Albinson said to him. Get up, you. Or yeah, funny that is straight back up on his feet.
I think for Dundee United they might be a wee bit worried about what's happened to Ross Doherty there, because he went down holding his knee. Was that the injury that he had 2 weeks ago?
I think it was. I mean, to be honest, I wasn't watching Ross, so I didn't see if he maybe stubbed his, caught his boot or something. But
he seems to be running freely now for Dundee United there in the middle, right on the halfway line. Maybe a little hold in his knee there again. United trying to play that long one into that corner. They've obviously found that as a weakness.
Yeah.
And the ball goes out for Dundee United. Their fans starting to sing now in the background. You might have heard it. And I don't know, maybe it's moments like, the sort of bad refereeing decisions against you and incidents like that sometimes pep up the crowd.
Yeah, I've noticed that in quite a few games. Not just ours, but yeah, it definitely.
Poor pass there, easily intercepted. McGeady comes in, puts the foot in. Half time here at Somerset Park remains Ayr United 0. Dundee United 0. Ayr United starting to come in mainly in the last 15 minutes of the game, starting to show what they can do, but they have kept their shape at the back, and it's been an interesting game, if a bit nervous one here for us, Ian.
Yeah, I think Dundee United will be going in the less happy of the two teams. I think they probably felt that they should have been at least maybe one goal up. They certainly had a few shots. I think there were about 4 or 5 shots in goal / on target. Ayr certainly weathered the storm, the initial storm, and have come back into this game a little bit.
Yeah, well, we're going to take a wee break at half time tonight. You might have noticed there's not many of us about here today.
Well, it's just thee and me.
Yeah, it's been an interesting time. But
and I think we can see now why I don't really do commentaries very often.
Because, actually, I've got to say, and I'm saying this on behalf of Ian here, he'd never say it to you, but he's juggling the electronics, he's trying to pick the right camera shots for you, everything, and trying to join into this. We had a late call off in our broadcasting team. Mitch is out there on the camera just now. He is over there having his little drink of water at half time. Mitch is there. Liam is also there for the cameras, but
Mitch, of course, is absolutely bereft now.
Sam Ashford, the one thing is, it's so sad. I don't know how many people realise this, just what a character Sam has been in this club, and to see him going across to the Irish leagues as well, good on him.
So Belfast he's gone to.
Yeah, and I hope he has a great time. We're all thinking of maybe trying to find out any time they have a mid-week match, we might be able to do something like that. So it's half time here at Somerset Park. It just reminds you it's Ayr United 0, Dundee United 0, and we're going for a break. Welcome back from us here at the Somerset Park Stadium. It doesn't sound right, just Somerset Park. Welcome back anyway, anyone watching in today. Bit half-time score news, I think. He's got some interesting scores in the league today.
Yep, Ayr United 2, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 0, Dunfermline 0, Raith Rovers 1 in the Fife Derby, Morton 0, Arbroath 1, and Partick Thistle 2, Queen's Park 1 in the Glasgow Derby. And of course it's 0-0 here at Somerset Park.
Yeah, some good scores there. I was interested watching the one at Partick Thistle against Queen's Park. I'm not sure what I expected from that game. Two top teams playing at good football just now. I don't think that one's over in any means.
No,
just
I
two
think
really
there's probably more goals in that one. And of course that's a rerun of the first of the playoff games from last season, which Partick Thistle ran out something like 16-0 or something stupid like that. Interesting at the Dunfermline Raith Rovers game.
Always
that
a
Fife
hot
derby.
game.
That's always a hard fought, no holds barred.
Well, we know here you've got your relationship with Raith Rovers. My wife originally was a Dunfermline Athletic supporter, so this is a big one, you know.
Yeah.
Have you ever attended one of those matches? Because I managed to do a couple of them over the years.
No, actually that would be quite a good one to go to, I think.
Do you know the word oofed? That's often
Oofed.
used. This is a real oofed moment.
I think the most interesting one, though, perhaps, is Airdrie 2, Inverness Caledonian Thistle 0. Cali Thistle obviously
Stuttering start to the season.
start. We beat them last week, didn't we?
Yep.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, cup game last week.
That's right, because I remember now. we had Fraser up with us, the analytics chap from Raith Rovers, from Inverness Cali Thistle, and we were celebrating in front of him when the goal went in, much to his chagrin. But he was actually saying,
you're going to say chagrin or chagrin?
Chagrin. Chagrin. He was actually saying before the game that Inverness are woeful in defence and attack.
I just say,
it feels reasonable, but
just having a wee look up in the leagues to the Premiership at the moment. Interesting results up there. Down there's one result. Ross County was at 0, Rangers 2, Celtic 0, St Johnstone 0 at half time. St Johnstone have to get their composure together. I don't know a better statement with that one, because it looks like they've done pretty well to manage that. Hibs losing to Livingston. Now, I didn't think Livingston were brilliant, and I'm quite like what Hibs are doing.
I wonder if Hibs... I would have expected them to come out all guns blazing after their debacle against Aston Villa.
Yeah, you would have expected that. And somewhere else, Motherwell are losing to someone else by 1-0.
Interesting.
Yeah, these are tight games. That league's tightened up a wee bit. I hope.
Yeah,
I still feel the Championship is the best league in Scotland.
Yeah, I mean, I've said that for many a year, and I think obviously you've got Rangers and Celtic, who basically you can kind of expect them to be running away with the league, whereas if you look at the last game of the Championship last season, there was only one team, which was Raith Rovers, had absolutely nothing to play for. Every other team still had something that it was important to them to either to try and win that game.
Interesting conversation last night with a big Celtic fan who was saying that they would love to see, this goes a wee bit against what you hear, but they were saying they would love to see other teams in their league, and it's something we've talked about quite a lot. Premiership is dull. There's no downtime. There's just the same. They all play the same kind of style.
Yeah.
And there's some bits of real class that we might not see here. But bringing other teams up into that also splashes the cash around as well.
So what you're saying, increase the size of the league?
Oh, I've always been as a child I was brought up in the
What
old
was it,
18
20 teams?
I would prefer 20. I would
20.
prefer 18. Sorry,
18.
I would prefer 18. Back to the old days, but that's just my age going with that one.
Yeah.
And I really did think I loved it because you used to be able to blood your younger players later on. But,
Yeah.
but if they say that there wouldn't be very many teams, you know, that sort of, at the end of the season there would be worthless games. I don't think that's quite true. I think make it 2 up, 2 down. Frighten the pants out of them.
Yeah, well, I mean that was my my comment about Partick Thistle's aborted run into the Premiership last season. I mean, basically Ross County had a 20-minute season,
Yes.
and you know that kept them up. To me, it would be, yeah, you're absolutely right. 2 up, 2 down, and it would be 2 down, no questions asked.
Do you
End of story. 2 go down.
But if they want to keep these things like the top 6 and the bottom 6, if you say it's playing, you're not playing for any, that bottom 6 would become a tasty place, even tastier than it is now. And in fact, it would be a bottom 9 with an 18.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, as far as 2 going up, I mean, by all means, you could still have some playoffs. You know, you could have third v fourth, and then winner against second, and the winner of those games, but only one game, and the winner of those games goes up as the second up.
We get started off again here at the second half at Somerset Park, 0-0, and Dundee United now playing right to left as Ayr United defend the railway end.
Yeah, both teams now shooting towards their respective fan base, so there'll be a lot of sucking going on at both ends.
We'll try and have a look and see if people have been taken up again. They're losing that ball in midfield. Good ball forward there by Paul Smith. United again a chance. Terrible pass. There's Paul Smith to get a chance to get in there. But that was very slack play from United from a promising position. United giving that ball away then, but giving back to them. Disappointing from United there, both Uniteds. It's difficult when both teams are called United, isn't it, Ian?
It is, yes.
McGeady just taken out there, unnecessary, right in the ankles.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, absolutely unnecessary. He was going backwards, didn't need to do it.
Paddy Redding now for United, plays it forward. Mackenzie didn't really see the man coming in on his shoulder. McGeady again, quick turn, lovely ball through that gap. Corner to United, good move by United. The United fans really making the noise at that end. No sound.
Good no signal.
United, unusual positioning for a corner. I've not seen us do this. Main round the back post, something new. Breaking, different directions. Ball to the front was poor. Oh my goodness, they all created space there, but the ball just didn't come in well enough. Well done there. Oh, that's surely a free kick there. That's about the third or fourth we've had very similar to that in this game. I think Paddy Redding is not a happy man over there, signalling, was it that an arm had been used in his face? It's a drop ball. Grimshaw now for Dundee United. Easily taking the chance to move forward. Glass on the ball. He's got men either side to go for there, but trying to play it through the middle. Ross Docherty. Grimshaw. Lovely flick forward, Glass again, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, tried to play it through there. Goal kick given. You have the feeling you want United to get out of there. There's a terrifying silence goes round the ground when they play it through the box.
It does, yeah.
Poor ball forward again. Not United's normal style of thing, and that's lovely play. Grimshaw again. Cujo, he's made space for himself out there, but that return pass was atrocious. Stanger. And I've got to say, Paddy Redding didn't appreciate that pass to him when he was under such pressure. Cujo's causing a lot of problems. He nips in at the heels straight away. Kevin Holt. Grimshaw. Glass dropping deep to try and pick up the ball again. McMahon plays it, tries to get over the shoulder. That's a decent ball in there. Through into Dundee United. Attempt to turn round there. Stanger has to stay up, and that's a really poor crossing over, hit by Miles. Straight out of the ground for a throw into United.
Yeah, it seems to be Dundee United now that are not stringing their passes together.
Free kick given to Dundee United. Again, it's Grimshaw taking that ball. Takes a lot of responsibility out in that area of the pitch. Doherty to Grimshaw. Holt. Glass. He's got the option outside. Grimshaw in space. Great ball down the line. Good block there. Corner. Well read that time by United's captain Sean McGinty out there and just blocked that one off, but the pressure's coming back on from Dundee United at this moment. Nice clip away there. Can McGeady get onto it? At least he puts enough pressure on, forces Grimshaw to put it out. Stops the chance of the ball coming straight back up the pitch. That was a poor pass there, good tackle. United still carrying it forward. Oh, that's a lovely run on the outside. Chance into the box, two in the middle. Drops it back, comes back to him. Oh, another call for a penalty there from United. Was it a handball? But I'm not sure myself. Couldn't tell. Paul Smith. McGeady. Fooled Cujo there, just that little change of foot. And there he is into space, trying to get it through that gap. And again, it's a chance for Cujo to break. Back comes McGeady at speed just to cover that area. Grimshaw. Doherty. Flicks over the top, that's a good run in there by Mo. Oh, lovely change of foot, good shot! Palmed it away. For me, a really good save there by the keeper, Charlie Albinson.
Yeah.
United trying to find that space. Two in the left here. Chance for a shot as well. Moult makes space. Good tackle. They'll have to keep on that ball. Space over on the far side. Grimshaw's in it. Lovely little ball in. Good header away. Dundee United asking for a free kick there. Referee says play on. Lovely ball into the middle. Trying to get space. Good block. Goes out for a corner. We're beginning to hear the Dundee United fans in a bit more voice again as they put the pressure on. 54 and a half minutes on the clock. Corner again. Variety of corner styles coming in here. One's to the back post, one's very close, just trying to keep Ayr on their toes. A lot of pulling and shoving and everything going on in the middle there, spotted by the referee. It was pretty straight in front of him.
Having a word with a couple of players.
Stranger from United, I can't quite make out who it was that was having to go with. Corner into the middle, it's a good ball in. Doherty. Cujo. Pressure being put on there by Paul Smith, but that's good ball to Cujo. He's got space, ball into the middle, well headed away there by Stanger. Amartey has to get onto this, he left out visible. Ross Doherty nips in, ball across the top, and the keeper's out of position, but Cujo didn't have the composure to put that one in. Exciting times here at Somerset Park.
Yes, indeedy. So I'm back now after having fixed things.
We hope. Paul Smith getting round the ankles there. A bit of the heads up there. People need to keep going, whatever's happened. Keeper headers away that time.
I hate it when he does that.
Oh, and again, a difficult in there for Frankie Masonda. He just seemed to leave that ball just too much space on it, allow the people to come in on him. It's a bit slow. Cujo.
So have I missed anything while I was guddling under the desk?
Grimshaw headers up mid-air out for a corner. Ayr under real pressure. Nick McAllister getting to that one. Yes, I think if you had been out for the last few minutes, Dundee United have started to try and turn the screw just a little bit over the last 5 minutes.
I get the feeling there that, as you say, Dundee United have just upped the tempo a little bit, upped the pressure, get their fans singing, quieten the home support.
Definite nervousness around the stadium here. Ball in, header.
It's in the back of the net! 1-0 to Dundee United.
Yeah, you kind of got the feeling it was coming. Corner comes in. To be honest, almost too easy.
United now going to bring on their new signing, Jack Young, and also this is a bit of interest, it's going to be Tomlinson as well, speedy young winger that he is, try and put some pressure on, coming off Paul Smith. He's put in a really great shift today.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think any of the Ayr players have not covered themselves in glory, so to speak.
Franny Amartey coming off as well for Scott Tomlinson. Very young looking now.
I think you just felt that the goal was coming from Dundee United.
So for United fans, a bit of an unknown entity there in midfield now, with Jack Young, who's just joined the club yesterday, just travelled up yesterday as well.
Yeah. At least with that blonde hair I can recognise him.
Yeah, very blonde hair. He's out there. Referees let play on there. There was many players from either side. And there goes a little bit of dribble. Oh, that looked a sore one. He keeps going. Tomlinson pushes forward down that right hand side. He's made space already. Gets the ball in towards the box. That's a goings on in there. Don't think it was a penalty personally. And there's flares on the pitch from the Dundee United end, right in at the goal mouth.
Kel's surprise.
Dundee United over the top there.
See if we can see the penalty. Nope. Oh no, there we go.
Camera's a bit high there, isn't it? Is it not picking that out? So Dundee United take the lead here at Somerset Park. The smell of the flare.
Cordite.
Oh, I love it. They need to change what they're trying to do here to put more pressure on the other end. That's Young trying to get in there early. The man plays that ball down. Another one wide. Watt. Got the wrong guy there. Ball across the front. Nothing much of a pressure for United. Aidan McGeady now. Crenshaw coming towards him. Young gave a poor pass there back. McGeady got caught in the ankle there. Not a good sign. Young. Nick McAllister. Tomlinson. Oh, just too hard with that flick on.
Oh, I've just got a waft of cordite.
Cordite, yeah, it's really quite nice. Well, that's a lovely ball through. Moult trying to put over the top. Goal given! Goal given! 2-0! I thought he had it in his hands. I didn't think he needed to stand back, but it's 2-0 to Dundee United. And yes, certainly looked like he was in the net.
Yeah, he carried it over himself.
And so, after doing so well for such a long while, holding out the Dundee United team, that's 2 goals within a couple of minutes here at Somerset Park. So that's 2-0 here at Somerset Park. Sorry, we've got some problems here at the moment. One of our cameras is going in far too close. We can't see what's happening. I hope Mitch can hear this down there and signal that we need it a bit wider. Sorry for the silences there, we're just trying to contact our mics going across there, our speakers across there aren't working at the moment, so we're trying to do our best to improve the coverage for you. And you can see how relaxed that makes the Dundee United players feel, but that's good work by Young.
Yeah, was it a mistake by Albinson? I think maybe just put it over the bar for a corner.
That's right. I think probably. I don't normally challenge him for that. Throw into Ayr. McAllister McAllister sees the man in the middle. He's got Mark McKenzie. Oh, Grimshaw trying to get through to Moult again.
So I think if it stays 2-0, we'll just call it 1-0. Oh,
that's
nice
a lovely turn there. Chance to go through into the box. Lovely ball across. Oh, what Ayr tried to do there. In suicidal mode at the moment. Turn rabbits in the spotlight at the moment. It seems appropriate. Rose as well. Oh, that has to be a booking. And it is. Holt gets the booking.
Here making another substitution. Mark McKenzie coming off, and our very own Fraser Bryden coming on.
Yeah, I think Mark McKenzie looked a bit tired there. When
he has put in one heck of a shift.
He has. He's been all over the place trying to get on the ball.
And I think now it's maybe just, I don't want to say save face, because the second goal was one of those freak goals that,
and another one that just seemed to happen in slow motion, didn't it?
Yeah.
Here in towards the penalty area. Poor pass out though. Just a bit of nerves, just no composure there. Nick McAllister trying to cover that one. He just ran over the feet, and that was unfortunate. They just ran over the feet of the other player that was coming up. McGeady. Nick McAllister's trying to arm right across the face there and pretends nothing happened, but that was a certain free kick there.
Yeah.
Nick McAllister wanted that one early, but not coming. Little touch out for a throw to United. Fraser Bryden trying to make space. Lovely little ball back out again into the edge of the box. He maybe should have gone for that one. Oh, just no pressure, power on it there.
Yeah, Ayr have definitely upped the tempo since the second goal went in. But again, just
there's a lot of arguments. Lots of arguments though between the players at the moment.
You don't want to see that. You don't like to see that.
67 minutes coming up on this clock, and it is Ayr United 0, Dundee United 2.
But at least the crowd have stayed.
Ball just putted forward by United. Easily dealt with. Ross Doherty. Nice play by him and an excellent ball out to the far side. There's Grimshaw again. How many times have we said that name?
Yeah, with Cujo outside him.
Cujo. An overlap there. He brings it in. He's got easy passes. Nice ball in. Good tackle there. Keeper Jack Walton. On loan from Luton Town. And if it stays the way it is, he'll be on to his 4th clean sheet of the season.
He'll not be used to playing in such a large stadium after Luton Town. coming in through somebody's front door.
Back to Walton again, just taking the pressure off themselves just now. It feels like they feel job done already, just managing it out.
Yeah,
take what you can get.
To be honest, I mean, what, 20 odd minutes left, 68 on the clock, coming up 69, so say about 25 minutes. I mean, if Dundee United can keep this going, they'll be quite happy, but you know, if Ayr get a goal, that puts the jitters back.
Nick McAllister here. Redding, McGeady, Masonda. He's got a man out wide. Can he see him? Nice by Redding. Flicks it into the middle. That's a good ball. That's a corner. That's more like it from United.
That's just what I was about. You took the very words out of my very mouth. Everybody lined up in the penalty box.
Young into the middle, decent enough ball. Flicks off a shoulder to come away. So a throw to United.
Dundee United dealt with that one.
Stanger. For me, it was too far behind. There's pulling, shoving, holding. Quite right by the referee there, I think.
Yeah, I was waiting to see if the Dundee United player managed to get away from our captain, Sean McGinty, but wasn't to be, so blew the whistle.
Good job. Another ball into the penalty area. United slack there. Corner again to Dundee United, and substitution for Dundee United as well coming on.
Yep, Tony Watt going off and Archie Meekison coming on. So it's all going a bit dim for Tony Watt.
Oh no.
Run out of energy. Definitely run out of energy because he is walking off extremely slowly.
Archie Meekison, did you say, coming on?
Yep, number 17, Meekison.
He's a youth academy graduate for them. He's been up at Cove and Falkirk previously.
Yep.
And has been called up into the Scotland under 23 setup. Under 21 setup.
So another corner.
More goings on in the middle.
Just, give over.
Not quite sure what the referee was talking about there, but giving space from each other.
Booked a lot of them.
Nice little ball into that space. This is a chance. Side netting there. No sweats for me there.
Nope.
Interesting dance though from the Dundee United gaffer. I think he thought it was in.
Yeah, I was always under the apprehension that there was a limit to the area in which you could run out of.
He's already been warned today by the assistant of coming out of his area, but he is in a larger areas out of it. I don't think any malintent.
No.
Young. Great ball crossfield pass there, picking out Ayr United's left back there. McGeady looking for a runner. That's a great run into the box and a great interception as well by Mickelson. Takes that away. That's more like Ayr United. Get into that ball. It's a chance for a shot. It's a great shot as well from Young. Ayr United get that throw in. And again, sorry, our camera is not out enough for that. And again, we'll ask if Mitch can pass it over to another camera that we get such a close up in these we can't actually use them. Cujo. Sonda flicks it away. Bryden. Taken from behind there, that should be another booking you would think, but no. Yes it is, booking going in that time. Just over 75 minutes on the clock. Just remind you, it's Ayr United 0, Dundee United 2. Ayr again giving that ball away in difficult areas. Paddy Redding there, being to it, and again attempting for the ball in. That's actually quite poor from Dundee United. Didn't seem to be much stress on them. Holt back to his keeper. Doherty
seems to be running okay.
Yeah, I just think he must have been clipped.
Yeah,
just a wee bump.
Maybe he just wanted a wee seat for 5 minutes. I mean, he is getting on a bit now.
Ball onto the edge of the box. Well dealt with that time by United. Trying to get that ball to Nick McAllister. Oh, he should have let it go out and in, but he gives it back. Thrown to Dundee United down by the corner.
Yeah, I fixed the zoom. It was on here. Our analytics camera has gone down, which is zoomed out. Do you know, one of these days we'll have a game where everything works first time. All game.
Doherty. Holt back to his keeper. Poor pass forward that time. You need to get the chance to build forward again. McGeady. McGinty. Akim Rose fights back for it, loses it again. Cujo, edge of the penalty area. Young doing well just to take that out of the box, blast it away. Doherty. Caught late by Young there. And I think we're going to see Ekrapont coming on as well.
Substitution for Ayr United. Leaving the field, number 10, Aidan McGeady.
McGeady coming off.
Number 21, Ben Eccleford. James Sponsor is Brian Holt.
As you probably heard there in the background there, Finn Eccleford coming on for Aidan McGeady.
McGeady's another one who's done a lot of running today.
I think the fact that we know that he even says himself he's not back to 100% match fitness at this moment, getting how many minutes did we get out of 79?
79, 80 minutes.
I think we got 65 out of the game at Livingston, so he's building his way back up.
Yep. And he is, with no offence, slightly older than most of the other squad members.
True, that's a lovely knock on into the box ball across the front and put away there by Paddy Redding. He did the right thing. There's a lot of questioning going on between players on that pitch. They seem to be arguing amongst themselves.
The Dundee United management team have been told to get back into the dugout by the stand side linesman.
Yet again.
Yes, again.
And again, pressure is really on in these set pieces. Well up there to head it away. That's a free kick to United. And a bit of an injury there again for United, another worrying thing for United, someone being called on very quickly. And I'm just trying to have a look at who that is there just now. We're blocked here, but
it's either Frankie
I think
or
it's Akim.
Akim.
I think it's Akim.
And I'm looking around and...
Or is it? I'm just not sure. I thought it was Frank. Yeah, there's Frankie out there in midfield at the moment. It must be Akim.
Rose.
Substitutions again for Dundee United.
Glenn Middleton coming off and Kai Fotheringham coming on.
Yeah, it's nice to have good players to bring on in these amounts as well. And also coming off probably for applause is Louis Moult,
and Rory McLeod coming on.
Rory McLeod, an attacker, another Youth Academy graduate for them there. He broke in and had 15 Premier League appearances last year with 2 starts. He's also a Scotland Youth International at under 17 level.
Yeah, I think Jim Goodwin just gave Louis Moult a bit of a headbutt by accident coming off there.
But as you got, I should have said about Kai Fotheringham, I think we all know who he is. A pretty decent winger.
He's in Strictly, isn't he? Kai? He's in Strictly, isn't he?
You watch their old programmes. Fotheringham played up back. Cujo. Lovely ball out to the left hand side again, Fotheringham. Cujo. Oops. Took his eye off that ball there, but he's still pretty much in control of it. Doherty plays it out to the right hand side, comes back again towards Holt. He had to scramble a bit to get onto that one, but Grimshaw. Doherty. Fotheringham again. Well done there by Ayr, played back. Young put under pressure by Doherty, but he finds danger. Knock. It's just one of these ones. Just a misunderstanding there. Akim Rose. Seems particularly comfortable at this moment. We're coming up on the 84th minute just now.
Is Michael Rose still at Coventry, or has he moved on?
I think he moved on,
I
didn't
think
he?
he's moved on.
Yeah. United just trying to clear their lines. But again, it's the Dundee United who picked that ball up. Grimshaw. Tomlinson. Great piece of pace on him, but that's an injury behind him.
Yeah, Nick McAllister holding
He's
his
still
calf.
going, he's still trying to go, but the body in front of him. And that's a goal kick, well marshalled up. Nick seemed to pick up an injury there on the way through. Just says the ref, it's okay.
Yeah, I think it was just kind of on the stretch, and his foot got caught.
Ayr United man of the match, sponsored by Goldstone Wealth Management, is George Stanger.
George Stanger getting the man of the match
For United,
for Ayr United.
Yeah. I'm not sure that Frankie Masonda enjoys that midfield role.
No, I think he definitely prefers being in the defence line, back four.
Masonda gets that ball. Young. Hakeem Rose does well to get that throw in there. Lovely little spin on the ball just to hit it off
Yeah,
the defender.
I could tell he wasn't going to get out of there, so
Hakeem Rose tries to flick it over, doesn't manage. Get pulled back there, and you hear that echoed behind me. A comment from behind. Yeah. Sonda. Lovely little ball forward. Well taken by Bryden, but he's been marked out by about 2 or 3 players were in that area. Does well to flick it into the middle. That was great work by the lad. Sonda. McAllister
bundled
has
off
gone,
there.
but he's gone down again. He doesn't seem to be fit. That's a good stop. But United in real problems. And I think Nick McAllister's earlier injury is why he couldn't run after that ball. And that's bad times for United.
And we've used all our substitutes, haven't we? We got one left.
1, 2, 3, 4 on the pitch. No, 3 on the pitch at the moment. No, sorry, 4 on the pitch. Yeah, I forgot Jack Young.
How many are allowed now? Is it 5?
Honestly not sure. Oh, is it cramp? Is it just cramp? I think this is the kind of bit that you should be finding out about, Ian, about how many we're allowed on. Oh, he does. He's got a sore one, hasn't he? But you know the thing about Nick, he'll
play on.
Yeah, it goes back to he reminds me of the old-fashioned style players like the Dixie Ingrams and things like that who would go
Sam
in.
Ashford.
Oh, don't
We need a Sam Ashford on. Little boy Ashford.
He's again managing to block that. There's some tired legs out there today. Again, a bit of fight down in that corner. Free kick given. And McAllister is coming back on. Substitution, another one here. Number 21 coming off. 26. So 21 coming off.
Declan Glass coming off.
Who
Christopher
first
Mockery.
half, he was excellent, absolutely excellent. And so Chris Mockery coming onto the park just now. And another goal. 3 just rubs it in. Corner comes in. Ball met at the back post, and it's 3-0 to Dundee United in the 89th minute.
Yeah, does that scoreline flatter Dundee United?
I don't think so.
I don't think so, no. Does it do us a disservice?
In a kind of way, yes, because that second goal just took the game away from them totally.
The second goal definitely killed it, and it was an error of judgment by Charlie Albinson. They should have maybe just punted it over the bar and regrouped for the corner. But it is what it is. 3-4 games gone in the league. There's still plenty of action to go in this league, and it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Just for information's sake, Ian, you've got what is the percentage of play in the second half? I think we've had more, but for me, the final third has been very little.
Yeah, I mean the possession's now sitting at 42% for Ayr and 58% Dundee United,
which is a build back.
Which is a pull back from 63% in the first half. But it's the shots on target, and it's the shots on target that is the one that is causing most concern. We have had 2 shots and 2 on target, compared to Dundee United's 13 shots and 8 on target. 4 corners for us, 11 for Dundee United. That's kind of like neither here nor there, and 8 fouls apiece, which is also neither here nor there. But yeah, we haven't got close to the Dundee United goal. Their keeper has had very, very little to do today. If anything, in the second half, certainly nothing of any note, and that's something that we're going to have to look at. Now, admittedly, we've come up against a good team here. There will be easier games for us, but that notwithstanding,
I love your term there, easier games. Look at this league, I'm not sure there are.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to think. No offence to Airdrieonians, but they've come up from League One. You've got to kind of expect them to be perhaps not at the same speed as us at the minute. But
I've got to say though, they've flashed the cash. They've got quality players and they've got the ability to do that at the moment. But this is, for me, I think maybe just one of these things we need to think about. I think they got the tactics right until that first goal. Tactics were just to stop them from scoring. They did very well, they worked very hard, they were well marshalled, but they sort of got a shaker. First goal made them a bit nervous, and I think after that it was one way. Misunderstandings in the middle there just now. Good tackle by Finn Ekrapont. United again on the ball. Fraser Bryden makes space for himself. Young, very nice flick on there, out to the left hand side. Paddy Redding.
Yeah, well, if you consider that it took Dundee United the best part of an hour to score, 58 minutes, and then, as I say, the second one was a bit of a squirmer.
Free kick to United.
Just free kick. So yeah,
Paddy Redding. He's got space to move forward. That is a really decent ball into the penalty area there. Interesting ball over to the far side. Beckerpoint plays it forward. Redding. That's a great ball. Took a deflection there, I think. Ayr fans round the back there have disappeared very quickly in these last 5 minutes, screaming there that they felt that ball had gone out of play for a corner to United. Couldn't tell from this angle.
Yeah, I mean, I think Leo will be disappointed in the result, and I suppose a bit of that obviously then comes down to the performance, but overall I think as Fraser stands on the ball,
beautiful bit there, ball out thrown to United on the full time here at Somerset Park. Ayr United 0, Dundee United 3. Probably reflects the game well, but for Ayr United, I just felt they got the tactics right at the beginning. They were really holding Dundee United out. They weren't making much happen, and they gave the ball to Dundee United, but stopped them in the back line. Unfortunately, didn't show much up front. Nothing if they were breaking away quickly that really looked like they were going to score a goal. Probably the best effort was from Jack Young with the shot from 25 yards out,
which was like 78 minutes into the game. I think the shots and target stat absolutely bears that out. That we didn't have the firepower up front at the minute. Now whether that's down to the tactics that were employed on the day of trying to mitigate the Dundee United firepower and sit back, but it's a difficult one to. I think this game is perhaps an outrider, if you want to call it that. As I say, we'll be up against teams of more of our calibre for the rest of the teams in the league. I think Dundee United are probably, I'm certainly not going to say the streets ahead, but as I say, you've got to think of them going back up.
Yeah, well, let's just go over here just now. The full-time scores that I've got here: Ayr United 2, Inverness Caley Thistle 1, Ayr United 0, Dundee United 3. The Dunfermline game is into its 94th minute. At the moment it's still 1-0 to Wraith Rovers, and away victory looks on the cards there. Morton 0, Arbroath, I'm going to say 3 at full time, didn't expect that. And Partick Thistle, 93 minutes on the clock, it's still Partick Thistle in the lead there, 3-1 against Queen's Park. Anyway, that's us here from Somerset Park. Come back and watch us at another time.